From Bachelor's most famous villain to successful writer, I'm Erin Humphrey, your host for RumorFix.com, here today with Courtney Robertson. Courtney, we are so excited about your new tell-all. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Thank you. Well, you know what? It was a labor of love for me. I took like over a year to really get it all put together, but yeah, I'm really excited. It's been really well received, and we hit the New York Times bestseller list, which was just like a dream come true. And I mean, it could have gone one of two ways, but everyone seemed to really, really love it. So
yeah, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Why did you decide to write the book?
For me, it was like, everybody saw, I was like America's most hated and the worst villain ever. And I never had a chance to share my side of the story. And I'm a fan of the show too. And it's like, people watch for 2 hours every Monday for 12 weeks. And I was like, you know what, I want to give fans of the show like a little behind the scenes scoop and yeah, just give a little dish.
Yeah, and you said that there was like a lot more about Ben and the show that you kind of left out of the book. Can you like give us a little bit about that? Or
well, there was so much content to choose from. So I really and that was the other reason I wrote it. It was like, you guys see these couples fall in love and get engaged, but you don't really hear what it's like trying to make the relationship work. And it's just kind of like you do a joint statement and it didn't work out. So I wanted to be like, no, this is what really happened, and it was hard. So
yeah.
And
Ben's reaction to the book, he said that it was a new low for you, and he also said something along the lines of, I don't see why she would choose to portray herself like that. And so, what's your reaction to his reaction about your book?
I knew he probably wasn't going to be happy about it, but I didn't mischaracterize anything. I didn't rewrite history, but that's very Ben. It reminds me of how he treated me and talked to me in the relationship, actually, a little judgmental and, so,
yeah.
But it didn't really hurt my feelings too much. I didn't write the book for him. I wrote it, for myself.
For you, yeah.
And fans.
And he said that he kind of referred to your relationship as a nightmare. If you could say something to him right now, what would it be?
I wish him the best of luck. Honestly, it was 3 years ago. I know he's happy in a relationship. We've both moved on. Hopefully someday he can look back and, just remember the good stuff, because we really were in love. We were talking about planning a wedding, and I have no hard feelings towards him.
Yeah.
It's just over. It's just old news.
Yeah, it's old news. People are still very interested, though.
Yeah.
It's still kind of a hot topic.
Exactly. Of course, we could probably both say it was a nightmare. But the whole experience, just being in a public relationship and me being the villain, and then cheating stories came out, and I was just it was a nightmare, to be honest.
And the relationship started to crumble after the show aired. Is it because he saw the way you were on the show, or what was the real reason for the split?
We actually patched things up after the whole media fiasco, and we were good. We were actually happy for a moment in time, and we just both realized we didn't have as much in common as we thought, and I wasn't happy, and it just wasn't working. So
yeah, did he understand the editors may have made you look like a villain? It's not really how you were, or
that's what I talked about in the book a lot too, because it was really hard for me. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's not seeing any of the sweet things I was saying in my interviews. I wake up thinking about him and stuff like that. And so they actually made a video for him of all the nice things I had said. I don't know if he ever watched it, but yeah, it was just. And exes trying to sell stories on me. Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah, wow. And I know it happened a while ago, but people are still very interested. Can you tell me about your decision to have sex on national television? In the ocean.
Yeah, that was, for me, I was if I was with my boyfriend in Puerto Rico, that's what I would do. I wanted to see if Ben could be spontaneous. That wasn't planned. I didn't know, go into it being that might happen. I just wanted to see if he could be fun and kind of, but yeah, the camera was so far away too, and it was everything will be blurred out. I was I'm not gonna do this unless everything's covered. And of course, the first clip goes to Good Morning America or something, and it's not blurred, and I'm oh my God, this is my nightmare. So
wow, I can't believe they didn't blur it.
I think it was just an accident, but I was just oh my God, the camera was so far away, but you don't realize how how they can zoom in.
Oh yeah, really professional cameras.
But it was fun. Honestly, that was probably the most fun I had
on
the show. I love skinny dipping.
Gotta love skinny dipping.
You do. You gotta live a little bit, but you kind of forget the cameras are there. So looking back, like, I probably wouldn't have done that.
Okay. And also looking back, do you feel like you really fell in love on the show?
Yeah, I do, definitely. I went on the show for Ben. I saw him on Ashley's season, and I had a crush on him, and I definitely left Switzerland like head over heels in love. I mean, I was a little bit like had some doubts of just like a few little red flags, but like, yeah, I was really, actually, I think people would be surprised. Like, I was really heartbroken when it didn't work out.
Okay.
So.
And you guys don't talk anymore, right?
No.
Okay. So any potential to be friends or?
You know, I don't think so. I think he's pretty upset about the book, and you know, like I said, I tried to keep it even. Like I was like, hey, this is what I could have done better, and this wasn't like a Ben bash all. Like it was the whole story, and he would. I know him. He wouldn't have chose to share it, but it was a decision I made. So
yeah.
And
like you said, you know, you were kind of portrayed as the villain of the Bachelor series. So what's your reaction to that, and like, how do you feel about that title? Are you okay with it now, or?
I'm okay with it now. Initially, I was like heartbroken. I was devastated. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this, and we're in love, and now we have to deal with that. So, but you know, it's actually all right. I'd rather be, I guess, entertaining than boring.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a tough pill to swallow.
Absolutely. And if there was one thing you could tell the media, what would it be?
One thing, I guess maybe just that it is real and that there's real feelings involved, and just to like watch with, I love watching the season now because I can like hear the music they're playing in the background, and that's why I wrote the book. It's like, hey, look for these you know, little clues.
Right.
Because people, it's amazing, people watch and they think like that is exactly who that person is. So. But just that, yeah, I'm actually like a really sweet person.
Yeah.
They just happened to see like a highly edited version of me. But, you know, some people thought it was entertaining.
Did it affect your family life? Like, you know, did people on the street like, why is your daughter such a brat? Or, you know, stuff like that.
You know, nobody has ever come up and been rude or nasty. And my parents and my family has been nothing but supportive. Like, they were getting calls at the house. And, but yeah, they're, you know, they're proud of me. My dad's like, oh, that's, you know, her mother's daughter. Like, so they're really open-minded, which is great.
Good, that's great. Yeah, it seems like you have a really loving family from what I saw on the show. So
yeah, I got lucky.
Yeah,
I got lucky.
Sweet.
My sister's married now with a baby, and it's just, it's like kind of like everything's like back to normal, and I think we're all happy with that. I was actually in talks like to do another show, and I was just like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't I was just like, I've got my life back, and you know, no more paparazzi. I'm like, I just don't want to put myself
Like
out
a
there.
reality?
Just like a docu-series.
Okay, just about your life after the Bachelor type thing?
Exactly. And I was just like, I was struggling. I was like, I can't put myself out there like that again.
Not worth it.
No.
What's your love life like now?
You know, it's good, actually. I don't know, I'm 31 now, and like, I'm just like, I know exactly what I want and what I don't want, and I have like a 3-month dating rule. Like, I know right away now, like if this is a match or if it isn't. So, but yeah, I meet interesting people and I'm just kind of having fun. I was seeing someone for a while, but now I'm just kind of playing the field and dating.
Cool. Yeah. Do you have kind of like a timeline as to when you want to be married or have kids or anything like that?
You know, when I turned 30, I was like, baby fever. Oh my gosh! Like I was like, the clock's ticking, and now I don't feel that way. Like, I'm just having fun, and I know it will happen when the timing is right, but I definitely want to get married, and I kind of did the Cameron Diaz thing for a while. I was like, maybe I don't want to get married. Maybe I could just like, you know, date amazing men, but yeah, I definitely want to get married. No time frame, though.
Cool, that's the best way.
Yes.
You know, so we're RumorFix, and we fix celebrity rumors. So, you know, is there any rumors out there about yourself that you'd like to fix? I know I may have read something in Us Weekly about a dating rumor. Can you set the record straight?
Oh, yeah.
What's that about?
That's so funny. Like, yeah, that story got picked up, and then it goes everywhere. Yeah, I was seeing somebody for a while, but it was like the headline was like, Courtney's in love again, and I'm like, like that was, you know, just kind of seeing somebody for a while who I really, really like, and we're good friends, but it's not. Yeah.
Nothing serious. You guys
There's no wedding bells. Yeah, exactly.
Are you guys just friends now, or are you seeing each other?
Yeah, we're just friends. Like, I'm just like taking my time. Like, there's So yeah, that one was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, it must be a slow news week. But
Now, switching gears a bit, the Bachelor Chris Soules season is airing right now. Last night it was on. What do you think about the season?
I'm loving watching it. I think he's good. He's easy on the eyes. I think he's adorable. I think the cast of girls is just like, he's got a good selection, but some of them are like just seem like they just came to planet Earth like last week.
Like Ashley S.
Oh my gosh, or was it Ashley I? There's like so
Ashley
many.
S.
Yeah, Ashley
Both
S.
Ashleys are, but Ashley S.
I
was
know
the
one
kinda
looks like a
Google one.
Kardashian, the other
Kardashley? No, Ashley S. is
Kardashley.
Kardashley, they call her. The Ashley S. is blonde. She got booted last week, but yeah, she's the cuckoo, silly one.
Yeah, I know. She was entertaining, but I kind of felt bad for her at the same time. But
yeah,
I'm loving it. And then last night's episode was so good. Or what was it? Should I say this week's episode? Can we edit that?
It's okay. Don't worry. Yeah, no. This week's episode, no one got kicked off. He decided to forego the rose ceremony, I guess.
No, it was like no cocktail party.
Yeah.
No cocktails for you.
It said to be continued at the end, so it's like, okay. But yeah, so do you relate yourself to anybody on the show this season? Who would you relate to the most, would you say?
You know, I think I don't really see like a standout villain, but what was it? Was it Kelsey, the one who just fainted at the end?
Kelsey the widow?
I mean, she's just like right out of Gone Girl. Like this, like I was like loving her, thinking like, oh my gosh, she could win the whole thing. And then they show this one interview with her saying like, isn't my story great? And I was just like, ugh, like that's not a good look. Like I felt bad for her, but yeah, I could see her maybe becoming a villain.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that, Kelsey Poe. Yeah, she kind of made her husband's death a story to win Chris's heart, it kind of seems.
And then it seems like, then I don't know, I think like, is she trying to be like, if she doesn't get picked, like the next Bachelorette, you know? It's like,
maybe.
I always think that way. And then Britt, she's so pretty, but I was like, I just can't imagine her being on the farm, you know? And then she took a nap with him, which I was like, what? I think that's like the first nap in Bachelor history.
Do you think the nap wasn't actually a nap and that they
they closed the doors and there was no audio, so, I mean.
Yeah, she's been receiving a lot of attention this season. What are your thoughts on her? Do you like her? Do you think she'll kind of make it to the end?
I think she's pretty. I don't know, like I said, like she sleeps with her makeup on. I just don't see that translating to farm life.
Right. Yeah, she's pretty. She puts her makeup on before bed. That's what the girls were saying.
Yeah, like,
why?
What's this rumor that she doesn't shower?
And that she doesn't shower, yeah.
But she's really pretty. I mean, I could see her being the next Bachelorette, maybe. But yeah, I like Whitney a lot. Whitney's cute. She got the rose, and I was like, oh, like he really, the way he talks about her, he kind of lights up. So I think she's definitely a front runner.
Yeah, I agree.
If she didn't win.
Yeah, definitely. And Ashley, the Kardashian girl, she has said that she's a virgin, but she's quite promiscuous on the show.
Yeah, multiple times. And all I know is every time they're kissing, I'm just like, like the kissing looks so bad. There's so much kissing on this season. Like he's got to like take the cake for the most kissing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of any season.
Do you think that maybe Ashley is lying about being a virgin just kind of for attention, or because, you know, people are shocked that she's a virgin. People are waiting for the story to come out, you know, that says this girl's not a virgin.
Well, and believe me, it will. If that happened,
if
like,
it's true,
somebody will come out and tell a story, but it's always like that. But I don't know, she kisses like a virgin. She kind of she looked a little rusty in that department.
Yeah.
But I just think she's talking about it so much. It's like, I'm a virgin, which is something to be proud of, but also, you know, it's just, I don't see that. He seems like he has a wild side. So I don't think that's a match.
Yeah, no.
I mean, he took a nap. I mean, who knows what went on in there. You know?
Do you think that, so would you be surprised if she wasn't a virgin then, or?
I believe her. I don't know. I kind of believe her.
You do?
But I don't know if she'll be making it to the fantasy suite.
And also, do you think it's true that that Britt doesn't shower, or?
I mean,
do you think the girls are just kind of
I feel like a couple girls had said that, so I didn't understand what that was. I mean, I think Chris said in his blog that she always smelled really good, so But I mean, there's plenty of showers. Like, there's plenty of time to shower on the show.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just being mean girls and just starting a rumor.
Right. Yeah. Any other girls that you kind of notice that you have anything to say about?
I love Caitlin. I think she's amazing. She's like, for me, like, I'm so excited when she comes on. She's so funny and cute. And but then again, I don't know if he could handle a girl like that. She's like,
Right.
you know.
Yeah. Is Caitlin the one from Vancouver?
I forget
She
where
was the
she's
one on
from.
Jimmy Kimmel's.
Yeah.
I like her a lot too. Yeah.
I think she's really cute, and if he doesn't pick her, I think she would be great for the next Bachelorette. Because she's got so much personality, and that's what, when you're watching, you want, you know. And Carly too. She says some like funny one-liners. And, her date was so awkward, like a sex guru date. I felt so bad for her, and she was like, "I haven't even been intimate with a guy for over a year." I'm like, that's my worst nightmare.
Yeah. She on Twitter, I was seeing a lot of feed. They were talking about her eyebrows. I know you're a big fashion girl, so like, what's up with that?
Well, I was born with like a unibrow, so I have the opposite problem. But I think that I read somewhere that she actually had something like happen to her. It's like from before, like a disorder. So I was like, I'm not going to comment on her eyebrows if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was at a I was at a viewing party and somebody said something too.
Okay.
And they're like, you should just shave them off and like pencil them on. But I've seen her tweet about it. So.
Oh, she did.
Yeah,
okay.
I guess it was from like something medical. So I'm like, I
She's
can't make fun of her eyebrows. She seems so sweet.
Yeah, she does seem really
and
sweet.
it's funny, like, I hate watching myself on camera. Like, I didn't even really watch my season, but then I watched some clips and I'm like, oh my God, like, you just see everything. You're like,
Right.
oh, why am I shiny? And it's all, everything's HD now. So
I know.
Like, Chris had a pimple on his cheek last night, and I saw you put that in his blog.
Oh,
He's like, bachelors get zits too.
That's funny. Now, switching gears a little bit, if you were to be asked to become the next Bachelorette, what would be your reaction?
You know, like I said, I don't think that's in the cards for me, to be honest with you. Like, it took a long time to kind of get my life back to feeling normal to me, and I don't think that would happen, to be honest with you, but no.
Have you ever been approached about it?
No.
No.
No, I mean, I just don't think it's in the cards for me. I'm like having a lot of fun just dating the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Although the one guy I was seeing for a while, I met on Tinder, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's not old-fashioned.
No.
You know, just at the grocery store.
Yeah. It's better that way.
Yeah.
Now, what's your reaction to Andy and Josh calling it quits?
Well, I was at the live premiere and I met them for the first time, and I was kind of surprised because, you know, he had his arm around her all night, and I definitely I feel for Andy because it's a breakup, and I mean, public breakups are brutal, and like, you get people, like, even when Ben and I broke up, it was hard. Like, I was so surprised with like the outpouring of people like saying like, we were rooting for you guys, and you're like, it's over, like, and now you're getting all these well wishes and I told you so's. I mean, I woke up to like the day the news broke, like, haha, we all knew that wouldn't last, but it's like real emotions, and it's really painful to be in a public breakup. So I feel bad for her, but she's smart, and, you know, I mean, they gave it a good, like almost a year try, or?
Oh, not.
It was like
quite a year,
7 months or something like that. So I mean, that's enough to know like if this is my forever
probably
person.
About 7 months. Yeah.
It's disappointing because it's harder than other breakups because you were engaged, and I had never been engaged and then gone through a breakup. It's way harder because you have like pictured like marrying this person. But
you're pretty in the know for, like, you know, Bachelor related stuff. So do you have any idea what the reason was behind the split? Because their statement was really generic, and everyone's still wondering.
That's why I wrote the book. I was like, hey, I wanted to be like, this is what really happens. But I don't know. I've read a couple of different things. It seemed pretty sudden. But I don't know. I mean, she seems to be doing well and hanging out with. The great thing is she's like friends with Nikki, who I love, and like she's got her friends surrounding her. So I didn't hear anything other than just what everyone else heard. So.
Yeah. So you haven't heard through like the Bachelor grapevine any of your guys' friends or anything like that?
No. I feel for her though. She'll be fine though. She's gorgeous, and you know.
Yeah.
He's cute too. I mean, hell, they could even make him the Bachelor for that matter.
Absolutely.
You just never know.
Did you, so you're pretty close with Nikki Farrell then, or?
I've met her a few times. Yeah, she's sweet.
And you guys are pretty good friends, or?
Well, I just see. It's so funny. You're like kind of at the same events and stuff, and we have friends in common. And
Yeah.
I reached out to her after her breakup. Like, if you need anything, let me know. It's like kind of
Oh, that's nice.
a common bond when you
Yeah.
go through.
Absolutely.
I sent her my book.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully that could, help.
Yeah. Great. Well, do you have anything else that you want to kind of share, or any other rumors you want to fix? Or?
That's so great. I haven't had a lot of rumors out there on me in a while, which is
Good.
it's a good feeling, to be honest with you. And the great thing with social media is I can usually just kind of, nope, that's not true. I remember a guy from Vanderpump Rules said that we had dated before, and I was like, wait, what is the story? And I just took to Twitter. I was like, no, I've met the guy once. We weren't dating, like Jax Taylor.
Jax Taylor, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I used to know him from my modeling years, but we never dated.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of funny, but not really. Others. I think that's it. I'm just single. I'm dating, and I'm really
Available,
happy.
everybody?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just having fun, taking my time.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. This is fun. I love dishing about the show.
And for all things Bachelor and your breaking news, be sure to check out RumorFix.com.